Yo, this is the quick story time of how I nearly got robbed slash stabbed a long time ago. Now, this is a different video to the story time I made recently because this happened a couple years ago, but I just thought about it. I was like, you know what, this story is kind of funny. Let me just say it. So this happened a couple years ago when maybe I was around 14 or 15, something like that. Anyways, I was with my boy, right? He's around 2 years older than me. We was outside. Now, we was just doing teenager stuff like going through abandoned buildings, you know, all that cringy stuff that teenagers do. Now, after we went through this abandoned building, we started walking home, right? Now, when we started walking home, bear in mind, it's a long walk home. It's about a half an hour walk home. I look behind me and I see from the abandoned building, there's around 7 or 8 guys that are staring around the corner from us to like watch how we came out of it. So I was like, all right, cool. This is kind of sus here. And bear in mind, my boy's got his headphones in, so he can't even really hear me like that. But I didn't think much about it at the time because I was like, cool, maybe these guys are just looking at us normally. But because I was feeling a little bit paranoid, I gave it a second look. Now, this second look, my life flashed before my eyes because these men were jogging towards me and my boy. And I was like, yeah, it's over. Now, this is when I tried to be smart. This is cringy, yeah, so don't laugh at me, but I was young when I did this. But because I see these men start jogging towards me and my boy, bear in mind, these men looked older. They looked intimidating, especially because I was young. They looked intimidating to me. And I'm telling my boy now, I'm like, bro, you know we're getting chased, right? I'm like, bro, we're getting chased. He can't even hear me, yeah? So the second thing I say to him is I start tapping him. I'm like, bro, listen, I'm going to pretend I'm slapping your head and you're going to chase me because this is our only chance to run and not look like we're running. How cringy is that? I know that's so cringy, but that's the best thing that came to mind. Like, you can't think of anything better. Slap your boy, run, your boy chases you, but little do the guys behind you know that you're actually running from them and not actually the slap. Tell me that's not smart. That's smart, right? That is smart. Or am I just cringy like that? Now, this is where it starts to get funny, as you might say, or annoying. Well, it was annoying to me because this vexed me, bro. Listen, when I tapped my boy to tell him, yo, listen, I'm going to smack you and you're going to chase me to make it seem like we're not running from them, but we're running from the joke. When I tapped my boy to tell him that, he unfortunately was high. He was off the loud, bro. When I told him that, he looks at me with his red-ass eyes and he's like, waved. And he starts laughing because he didn't know what I was actually saying. He didn't realize there's people behind us like jogging at us. And he didn't understand obviously what I'm saying. Now, by the time he finishes saying that, them lot caught up to us already. Tell me why these 7 or 8 men, they circle us. Circle, bro. Not 3 or 4 guys in front of you. 7 to 8 guys circling you, bro. Circling. You're the dot and there's a circle around you. That circle is mandem onto you. Now, when these lots circled us, they started G-checking us, asking us where we're from, this, that, aggressively. Now, one of the guys, he tells me, he's like, yo, look at my boy over there. He tells me to look at his boy, right? So I look at his boy. His boy, he has his hands in his pants like this, holding something in his waist. Gardening gloves on. Gardening gloves. You already know what that means. Gardening gloves on, bro. I look back at the guy who told me to look at his boy, and he's like, see my boy over there? He's got a shank on him, you know? So he was basically telling me that his boy has a knife on him, ready to take it out on me anytime. Now I look at the guy again, and the guy's still holding his fucking dippers, bro. He's still holding his shank on his, whatever it is, hip, leg. I don't know what he was holding it on. So I was scared, bro. Because imagine you're in a circle. You don't know what these guys are going to do to you. I honestly thought it was time for me to say my shahada, bro. I honestly thought it was time. But while I was in that circle, soon after that, maybe like 20 seconds of more talking after that with these guys G-checking us, trying to rob us or whatever, me and my boy decided to try and get away. So we started not jogging off, but we sped walk like through the guys. And then one of our other guy, he goes to my boy, he starts speaking to my boy. I don't know what he said to my boy. And because we walked through them, one of them got extremely angry and he came up to me aggressively. He puts his arm over my neck like that to act like he's the bigger man. And I was like, yo, bro, let me chat to you quick. Let me chat to you quick. And then basically, this guy was like the least intimidating one out of all of them, right? Because the other guys were intimidating, but this guy just looked like a younger. Like, I wasn't even scared of him. The other guys were booky, I ain't gonna lie to you. This guy was not scary at all. So I was like, this guy was like, bro, please relax, man. I'm just trying to go home. And his boy, this is where it gets funny. His boy goes up to him and he calls me and my boy to come back. And he's like, you know what? Hey, leave these man, leave these man. So I'm thinking, wait, what? I'm thinking, wait. They're gonna leave me. They're gonna leave me. And his boy comes and he's like, he comes up to me. He's like, hey, bro, you know what? I rate you still for back in your bedroom. You know that song? I don't know what he said. It was something like, if gang pull up, are you gonna back your brethren? He started rapping that at me, and I was thinking, why is this guy rapping at me? I'm almost having a heart attack, bro, and you're rapping to me about back your brethren. I'm just trying to go home. I'm just trying to go home, and you're telling me about back your brethren, rapping, take it nice. Bro, just leave me alone. I'm just trying to go home, munch some nugget kebab burgers with some cold coke and some spicy sauce and mayo, bro. Just let me go. Just let me go. Thank you for listening to my story. And I'm not even joking. This is actually real too. I'm not even capping as well.